Welcome back again. Today in this video I'm going to discuss about Python built-in functions. So far I'm giving explanation for a few functions. Going onwards we will have more functions, lot more functions in the upcoming videos. But now I'm going to discuss the functions which we know very and here we had an idea about the print function in the previous videos we have already discussed. So this print function, what it will do, this function will output the specified message to the screen, to the console. It will give the output whatever the message that you are giving in the code. So this print function is also have some specific instructions you have to follow. So if you give print function, like as I explained in the first video, if you give print function without parenthesis, it will not give the result. So in this way the function should have the specified followed instructions, then only it will execute. So it is already explicitly defined, right? So implicitly defined, right? In that case we have to follow the instructions, you have to give the correct format. So print function is one of the function that we know how to use it. So I'm going to print it just. So we know that the result will be hello. And the one more thing, yeah, here if you give without parenthesis you can see the syntax error, like missing parenthesis in call print. So also you will have the error like name error if you not defined with the double quotes. For example, if you remove this double quotes, we'll see what kind of error we'll get. So you know that the error, the hello name is not defined. So in this case you got an idea, right? From the first video itself you might get an idea, this will not work. So like this the functions will work. And there is one more function called abs. This is nothing but absolute function. So this absolute function, what it will do, it will give the absolute value that you are going to specify, the number whichever you are giving as an argument to the function, that will come as an output with a positive value. So here the absolute value is nothing but the positive value. For example, we'll see this. Let's I'm going to give abs is nothing but absolute 10.5. So let's see the output. Here it will not come, the output will not come, because I'll explain. So here run is completed, we got like this. But we should tell to the console to explicitly give this value. So in that case what you have to do, to give the value we need to use a function called print. So I am giving, just check with this parenthesis as well. So print a absolute value of 10.4. Now we'll see the value. You will definitely get a value called 10. So this is what 10.5 you are getting, right? So next I am going to give one more example. So here I'm giving minus 10.5. So let's see how much we'll get. So here also we are getting output as 10.5. That means the absolute value is indirectly is nothing but what, positive value. So it will give the positive value. So this is how you have to work with absolute function. So one more is there are different other functions as well, like power of max function and minimum of the value. These are the different types of functions. So let's see what is power function. This power function will return the value of power of a given particular value. So that means you're having x and y, you're giving power of x comma y, then in that case you will get the power of x value. So let me see, power of 2 comma 3. I'm giving like this 2 comma 3 is nothing but it will work as a 2 power 3. So in that case, what will be the output? 2 power 3 is nothing but 8. So you need to print it, right? So you need an answer. So for that you have to print. So let's see what will be the output for this code. The output should be 8. The power of, yeah. So this is how the power function will work, and you can work with a lot more examples as like I explained. So I'm giving one more function called minimum, and this minimum function will return the value of minimum value from the given argument. So I will explain with you the terminology also. So for I'm telling the maximum of the let's see maximum, and maximum is will reflect the value, will give the output of given arguments. From that arguments it will give the maximum value from the arguments. That means I'm giving 12 9 12 comma 9 comma 7. So we'll see how much it will return. So let's print it. Print maximum value of this argument, this statement. Run the code. So the output should be 12. So maximum value of this argument is 12. So in that way, let's see with the minimum value as well. So minimum value will give the output as 7. So what is the minimum value here? 7. So it will give the output as 7. So this is how the maximum minimum this power functions will work. So in this thing, we let's discuss about this terminology that we are using. So here, when coming to the statement, the entire statement, this print entire statement is the statement you should call the unit of code that the Python interpreter can execute. For example, print 5. So this is the any statement, this is the code that you are executing, right? So you are going to run this statement, right? This is nothing but the statement what it is saying. And calling a function, this calling a function is nothing but this is the minimum you are giving this is as a function, right? This is the minimum you are using this function. Now you are calling this function, that means you are using you are initiating a function here. Okay, by using you will get to know how to call, in the sense you are using the parenthesis here. To call a function, you are using the parenthesis, and you are assigning some arguments to it. So that means a calling a function, invoking or initiating a function using its name and parenthesis. For example, print 5. So print 5 is also calling a function. You are just giving, you are initiating a function to call. So argument is nothing but here the values that you are passing to the statement. So here what are the arguments here? 12 9 7. These are the arguments that you are passing to the print function. So this is how it works. A value provided to a function when the function is called. Okay, so while you are calling a function, you are passing some arguments, you are passing some values. That is nothing but argument. Okay, this is how the functions will work. So far in the upcoming videos you can see a lot more functions. Okay, so hope you got an idea about the functions used in Python. So for more videos, do subscribe. Thanks for watching.